Welcome to the Great Outdoors Podcast. This is Sam Kinghorn, along with returning guest Carter Dahlgren.
Glad to be here today, Sam.
Well, today we are going to talk about the outdoors. Pretty broad subject.
As always, we do, yes.
But this time it's the outdoors. Broad category.
Oh, is that where we're starting?
Yeah.
You wanna talk about Boy Scouts?
Well, yeah, but
Oh, okay.
anything under the sun
Oh,
about
yeah.
outdoors.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about
outdoor activities, plants, animals, environmental factors.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. So I heard you were in Boy Scouts. Tell me about that.
I heard that too. Well, I was originally in Cub Scouts, which is like the before Boy Scouts thing, like when you're in elementary school. So I was in that with a bunch of my friends, and then you go until 6th grade or something. You like decide if you're gonna do Boy Scouts next or whatever.
Wait, Cub Scouts is 3rd grade to...
Cub Scouts is, I don't know.
Just any.
And it just goes to
It might be like
it
5th
goes
grade.
to a certain point in middle school. Either 5th grade or 6th grade. Cub Scouts is elementary school, I know that.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember where it cuts off, but it does at some point. And then they're like, "Okay, you want to be a Boy Scout?" And I said no, because I was good. I had gotten my fill. And then I rejoined like freshman or sophomore year in high school. Just because one of my friends from middle school was going to a different high school, and I was like, I want to be in Boy Scouts with you, I'll hang out more. So I just joined to hang out with my friend James, and then I went to meetings and stuff, and then I went on one really cool camping trip actually, where we like camped in the middle of winter, like in the snow. I got super sick actually, and I puked a bunch the next day because I got like the flu.
Was this in Indiana?
Yeah, I was in Indiana. And it was in like a state park, but like everything was covered in snow, and there's like this big, huge like mound of snow that we played like King of the Hill on, and we're shoving each other like hard down it. I caught like a boot to the back of the head, which prompted the end of my night because it hurt a lot. And then I woke up, and we did like, we made a bunch of stuff. They called it like, I forgot what they called it. They called it like a Cracker Barrel, but not like the actual thing. You know what I mean? Like Cracker Barrel's a restaurant, but Cracker Barrel's like a type of mumbo jumbo. And we made a bunch of stuff, and I ate a bunch of it. And there's like a dessert or something called monkey knots or monkey balls or something. But it's like dough with cinnamon and stuff, and they're all wadded and twisted together.
Yum.
And then I ate those, and then I like yacked outside, and all the snow around my yak melted. But then I quit at some point because I was again sick of it, and then but I didn't like say anything. I just stopped going to the meetings, and then like we stopped paying the dues, and then I guess they got the memo. So
When was that? Was that the same year?
yeah, no. I think I was in that for maybe a year and a half. I did the rocket stuff. Were you ever in Boy Scouts?
I was not. I went to the call-out meeting in like 3rd grade, but that's about it.
And you wimped out.
I wish I would have done it.
Did you ever, like the rockets that they would do, where you like built like a little model rocket and
Yeah.
stuff? You would have
Vaguely.
you'd have to put baby powder all over the parachute and shove it in the tube, and then you'd have to put the correct charge in the bottom. You put a bomb in it, like you were just putting a bomb in it. Like they were small bombs. But like the bigger your rocket, the bigger your thing had to be. I think it was like classified as like batteries, like like A, AA, and then like B and C and D. It was just like an alphabet, but it's bombs. You put them in the bottom, you put them on the thing, and they would shoot up, and then we'd all chase after it when it was coming down to see who could reach it first.
So do you wish you would have stuck with it through high school, middle school, high school?
I don't know. I maybe wish I would have stuck with it like when I first quit, like gone into Boy Scouts into the beginning bits there. But definitely not all the way through high school. I didn't like concept of the Eagle Project. It seemed like a daunting
that?
task. It's like when you become an Eagle Scout, which is like the end.
Yeah.
Like you have to like do like some big community service project or something, like head it all, like your junior or senior year or something. I don't know.
I didn't know
People
that.
like build a bunch of benches or all sorts of stuff. I just like doing all the club stuff.
How much
I didn't-
are the? Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. How many ranks are there? I guess.
I don't know. I mean, I know in Cub Scouts there's just different animals. Like you'd be like a Tiger Scout.
That's
then,
probably the same thing.
And then Cub was the biggest one, I think. And then Boy Scout, and then you go.
You
And
got
I think it was
Eagle.
also animals or something. But I think there were normal things, and then it was just you were an Eagle Scout. But
I wish I would have done that.
I remember we went to meetings just so we could play dodgeball. Played dodgeball at the meetings.
I wish I would have learned like handy stuff that they
Yeah.
teach.
Yeah, we like learned how to tie knots like you always do. But then and like carve soap one time.
That's odd.
Yeah, I guess it's just like so you know how to carve in general. It's easier than
Okay.
carving wood, you know.
Yeah.
I also made these things. You took like a metal sheet and then like a piece of paper with like a drawing on it. You put it over it, and you took a nail and a hammer and you like went like little bit by bit
yeah.
to like trace it out.
And
But-
when you're starting, when it goes in the light, it like lights
oh
up.
yeah, I didn't go all the way. Yeah, you could do that. You could puncture it all the way through. I don't know if I did. I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, and then you would shine the light and it would like light up. I made a squirrel. I think I still have it somewhere
Oh yeah.
in my room or in my.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we might get a picture and
Yeah,
show it.
throw it in there.
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah,
We'll
but
find out.
I have no clue where it is. I'd have to look over Thanksgiving.
Right.
I've broken the clip. What else did I do?
What are the skills, or what do they teach you at Boy Scouts?
Outdoorsy stuff.
So like survival type skills.
Kind
like,
of. I mean, like, yeah, like making a fire, and then, like, I mean, it's less, like, there's, like, all sorts of stuff, so, like, you get badges for different things, you know? And, oh, that was another, I also did this other thing, so Camp Tecumseh was this camp, and then there was, like, it was basically, like,
I went to that for a weekend.
both, but, like, you could, like, it was, like, a club also, like, and it was, like, co-ed Boy Scouts, basically, because there were, like, patches for Camp Tecumseh and stuff. But, like, you make a fire. I learned how to fish because of Boy Scouts, I guess. I probably wouldn't have seeked it out otherwise. You know, I mean, it's not, it can be complicated, but at the baseline, it's not. You stab a worm and you throw it in the water and then you wait. I don't like fishing because I'm impatient.
So you just stab a worm and literally chuck it in the water, and then a fish will come
Well,
in.
you have a stick with a string and a hook, and then
Just
you
kidding.
snap.
And then you huckleberry fin it.
Yeah. You just kind of throw the whole Gimby Gamby together and call it a day.
Yeah.
And then, bow and arrows. Shot bow and arrows.
That's pretty. I think I did that at Camp Tecumseh when I went there. That was pretty cool.
I did that there too. It's like that's some of the cool stuff. Is like shooting a bow and arrow. And then the only other time I would have done it is in the backyard of my neighbors. They had a compound bow, and they'd shoot it at like a target. But yeah, I also shot BB guns. You shoot real guns in Boy Scouts, I think, sometimes. But I wasn't there for that. I shot like BB guns in Cub Scouts. Like you shoot like a rifle type one, but it's interesting. Then what else did I do outdoors?
Do you take like any? So do they do trips often?
Yeah, those are the best part. Where like you'd go on like camping trips with your whole troop and stuff.
And were they just in Indiana, or could they be like anywhere?
It could be
United
anywhere, but
States.
for the most part, they were in Indiana. I think I stayed in Indiana. We did one really cool one. Oh man, this was awesome. We all went to like a place where, there were a bunch of Boy Scout troops there, and then we slept there, and then the next day, like the whole thing was there was like a big challenge, and it was like get like the gold doubloons or something. I don't know, but like you had to walk through this course and craft like some sort of apparatus to keep you dry, because the people running the camp would be throwing water balloons at you, and you had to try and make it to the end, like at least one person to the end to get like the treasure and stuff. And you have
to be completely dry.
Yeah, and you were also armed with water balloons. And we made shields. We made, so like it was like medieval themed or something, but like we all had like these like helmets, you know, with the little brush on top.
Yeah.
And then like these tunics that had like a cool like golden eagle on the front. I have that. I still have that.
Oh yeah.
I know I do. Unless my
parents
threw it away. Well, it's also at home. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, you should wear it.
It'd go well with that axe.
It would go well with that axe.
And then they made like shields, and like my dad helped because he's handyman. And then they like cut out like a hole and put a piece of like plexiglass in it, so like we could see through it, and we like all like marched through as like a unit. And I'm pretty sure we made it to the end. Like somebody in your team had to make it to the end. That was a really cool trip. That was when I first found out like somebody could not be allergic to poison ivy. Thought everyone was just screwed, but some people don't react.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, because I am super allergic to poison ivy, so I was kind of like livid that was like, able to happen.
Did you get poison ivy?
No, but this one kid was like running around in the like the forest, like right in the ivy and stuff, and I was like, "Bro, you're gonna get poison ivy." He's like, "I can't," and I thought he was stupid. And also then I was scared because then if he touched me, he'd get all over me. When we'd go camping a lot, like with Boy Scouts, all my friends would do this thing like where we'd like stay up late, and then like we'd like all hide in the tent, and then one of us would like bang on the tent and stuff and just like try to scare the people inside, and then we would do it to other people's tents also. And then one time when we were going, we all like got off our flashlights and we're like walking. We're like, oh, let's like go down that path like in the dark. And we were like going down it, and then we like heard like somebody walking, and then they like turned on the light, and it was late. I don't know. It was like little boy late, so it was probably like 10. But one of the like dads was there, like just in the woods. Like I don't know if he was messing with us or he was going for a walk or something. He was like, hey, we like didn't know it was him. We all like screamed and started running away, and then we figured it out that it was a dad, and it wasn't like a killer. Oh yeah, because I came up with a really cool like scary story actually about like some ugly scarecrow looking guy, and then he had like a bird made of bones and muscle tissue.
Is that what the dad was made out of?
No.
Oh, okay.
But like I was telling that story, and I was like, he's right this way, because yeah, we were like messing with the younger kids, like we were like in 4th or 5th grade. We were messing with like the littler ones, and then
so you guys
you
guys were the troublemakers.
Oh yeah, big time.
So we had gathering.
We had like where you would meet, like all the meetings, when like you'd meet in like your den. You'd have a den mother,
Yeah.
which was like somebody's mom, and you go there, and I'd always like get in trouble for messing around.
Did you get in trouble a lot as a kid?
No, not bad trouble. Like trouble for like talking too much, like in class, or like goofing around and hijinks. I'd get in trouble for getting other kids in trouble.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I can.
I'd be goofing around, or like somebody get hurt, and it wasn't like directly me, but it was because we were messing around, and then they got hurt, and I was like, sorry. Sorry.
Do you know anything else about Boy Scouts?
Yeah.
Did you kayak as a boy? I know you kayak occasionally. Did that start?
I canoed as a Boy Scout. I don't know if I ever kayaked because I was too scared to be in the boat alone. But like I canoed, and that was learning how to canoe was interesting.
I was a kid when I first canoed, and I didn't like it at all. We did it in a river. There was a bunch of like spiders and centipedes in the canoe.
All over.
It was terrible. I like kayaks.
Kayaks are better, but it's also fun to be in a boat with somebody.
Yeah. You can have a double kayak.
Yeah.
Too.
But it's not like real.
How is it not real? That's what me and Noah did in Seattle. We kayaked in Vancouver too, but I think we had our own. But yeah, we had our We had a double one. It was kind of cool.
Sick move.
But it's hard to maneuver because I'm trying to go one way and then he goes another way.
Yeah.
Like the back person kind of just has to follow.
I remember. The back person's like the motor, but yeah, then the front.
And then the front steers basically.
I remember like first learning, I was just like baffled by like how physics work. Like you know, like you have to paddle on the left to go right. Yeah. Paddle on the right to go left. But
it's kind of just like a natural thing.
Yeah, now I know. Yeah. It makes sense. But where are you going? To Philly. Are you done with the podcast? No.
Bye, Ryan.
Almost. Okay, bye.
Kayaking.
Oh yeah, paddles. I went canoeing this summer actually, and then but like paddling and the other person being weaker is difficult, you know. I mean, you're just like leading the whole thing. And then it's so cool when like you gotta make like a hard turn and you just like dig the paddle in the water and like push backwards and it's like you almost drift.
It makes that noise too.
If you're going really fast, yeah, it goes and you drift. Have you ever been whitewater rafting?
I have. I almost died.
I have too in Colorado.
Yeah, that's where I went.
Oh? We could have seen each other.
Yeah, I know.
Probably not.
I remember a troublemaker in my section.
I was there and was the rafting company by Green Dragon Dispensary.
Exactly, yeah. I don't know.
That's where I was. We couldn't tell if it smelled the way it did because of the distillery or not the dispensary or because of all the guides.
Yeah.
It's probably both.
Probably.
But it was pretty cool.
Yeah, we were going down one of the
river?
We were going down the river, but it was like when it has a bunch of like
rocks
and like rapids, yeah. And we flipped the whatever we were in. Is it a canoe usually?
A raft. It's a big yellow raft. Like it's usually you can sit next to something.
Oh yeah, I guess it was like it was a big raft. Okay, yeah. But anyway, we flipped it. I think.
Way more viable.
And I went like under the water, and I like couldn't get up.
Jesus.
And I finally got up because there's so much pressure. Pushing you, and I was a little kid, so I didn't know.
We didn't flip or crash in like the rapids, but I jumped in. Like there's one part where like it slows down, and I like jump in. I did, and it was freezing cold.
That's the other thing.
Mountain rivers,
ice water,
but they're cool. At least they look like they're clear water and stuff, you know. When I went canoeing this summer, like it was in like a river, like in a forest, or like like. So it was dirty, like it was like all brown and stuff. That's just how rivers look like in the forest and stuff. But like in the mountains, like Colorado and stuff, because the bottom is rocks, and it's gray. But when the bottom's just dirt, and it's all poopy muddy.
Yeah, I hate poopy muddy water.
Have you ever gone cliff jumping?
Kind of actually, and we went on a cruise too, and then we went on this like waterfall jumping thing or whatever through I think it was the Dominican, but it was like a 20-foot drop I think that we jumped off of. So it wasn't like a huge cliff, but it was like decent.
I jumped off a big rock over the summer when I was canoeing.
What was your hang time?
A couple seconds. 3 maybe.
How big was it?
It was probably about 20 feet also. It wasn't huge.
Yeah, I jumped and I thought I was gonna be down. Like I was in the air for seemed like a while.
Let's see. I'm 6 feet tall.
I was going through the air and I was like, I should be hitting the water right now.
Yeah, it was. I know. Like when I jumped, like normally when you jump off something, it's like,
yeah.
Like I was in the air long enough to like hear the wind change pitches.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was
a while.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that's kind of scary. Let me see. I'm looking for a picture right now.
Of you jumping?
Yeah, and then we'll gauge how far it was by how tall.
Oh, have I seen it? Did you post it somewhere?
I showed you. I don't know if I posted it. Well, that's like Natalie. She's jumping.
So okay,
it's not big at all, actually. It's maybe like 15 feet.
That's probably 15-ish.
Yeah. But and then like well that's the end and then I jumped off like that's like the lowest part. I jumped off there later, which is maybe like an extra 4 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, see the river's all brown.
That is muddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we went kayaking in Seattle, Puget Sound, I think is what it's called. And we saw a lot of wildlife.
I saw an elk in
An elk?
Colorado. Or like a cow.
We did not see an elk.
Yeah, it's
We saw a
cool.
bunch
I
of
saw a ram.
Ram?
Yeah, like with the horns.
Like while you were kayaking? Or?
No.
Okay.
Just like on a hike.
Okay.
And I saw not a gopher. It's like it's not a muskrat. It's like called something.
Is it a rodent?
Yeah, it's big. Looks like a groundhog.
Um,
But they were called something there. I forgot what they were called. Or I saw one of those. He was just poking his head out.
yeah, I don't know. A hedgehog.
No.
Oh.
It had a cool name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
What was it? I can't remember if it was Seattle or Vancouver. I'm trying to remember the Vancouver kayak trip, but I can't really remember much of it.
We've only been to Canada to see Niagara Falls
I think I went there when I was a kid.
on the other side. And then we went over to the New York side. It's disgusting. It's like all gray.
Don't remember New York at all.
It's all gray and sad. Like you can drive across the bridge to go to the other side.
Dang.
It's all gray and sad and looks like New York. And the other side, well, because the other side, like Canada, is like super touristy and all lit up and pretty. But
New York, not so much.
no.
Yeah, that's the first time I went to Vancouver and Seattle, I guess. So the kayak trips are very similar, and they're very similar, like, location-wise.
Yeah.
But it was just, like, a bay and stuff. But we saw, like, salmon. They're, like, swimming upstream into this... Wait, no.
Yeah, salmon swim upstream.
They do,
swim
but-
up waterfalls.
Okay, maybe that was the other...
How do you swim up a waterfall?
I don't know.
You know how strong you have to be?
I can't remember if they were swimming out of something or up. I don't know. Either way, it was kind of cool. And our guide, we said we were from Muncie, and he was like, Muncie? I've heard that from somewhere.
Oh.
And we were like, the meth capital of the world, maybe? He's like, no.
You're like,
Oh, Parks and
I
Rec.
was going to say Parks and Rec.
He said, that's the one from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
So, he knew it. That was pretty cool. I didn't know that was a common thing. Like, everybody knows that. Like, it's based off Muncie.
Yeah, I think they say it in the show too, but yeah. Like,
Yeah, they say it a few times.
When you say it, one time I was in New York and the cops were like, "Oh, you're from Indiana." It's Pawnee, Indiana, up there. It's like, no, it's a fictional place. But
It's fictional.
oh, I've seen a bear in Alaska.
We
Big-
never
big-
saw a bear.
Really?
You went to
Went to Alaska. Yeah, when I was really little.
Did you go on a cruise or
No. Oh, I did actually for a little bit. Not like a cruise. It was just like a day cruise. But then I saw puffins, and I saw a glacier fall.
That's what I saw. The calving.
You got to
That is
touch it.
crazy.
They pulled the ice over.
It was literally like thunder. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it felt like.
I saw a whale go
Dang.
with
I
its
didn't see a
tail.
whale either. Well, I think I may have saw a tail.
Yeah, no, like the whole thing launched out of the water.
Like a dolphin.
Yeah.
You, me, and Mike have been to Alaska. That's crazy.
Mike's been to Alaska?
Yeah, his parents drove.
Alaska's
Pretty sure.
cool.
It is pretty cool, but
When before I had gone to Scotland, I was like, oh, people were like, have you been out of the country? And I've been to Canada, Mexico, and Alaska. And Alaska's the most impressive out of the three. Because everyone's been to Canada and Mexico.
Alaska's in the United States.
I know, but like, I know that's what I'm saying though. Like, it's still like in the United States.
It's not a part of continental.
No,
Wait,
no,
I
it's
guess it
not.
is.
It's not part of it.
No, it's not part of continental, but it's a part of the North America.
Yeah, but it's just like funny, like that Alaska is like it's still part of the country, but it's like the most
But it's
impressive. Like, oh, whoa, you've been to Alaska?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I
they're
hear
like
you.
Canada and Mexico are out of the country, but they're closer and more people go there.
Yeah, Alaska is really cool.
I want to go to Iceland.
I've never had the urge.
I me neither
I don't know much about
until I
it.
flew Iceland Air.
Oh?
They have like they advertise their whole thing is like when you fly over there you can no like extra charge except for like whatever hotel and stuff you stay in obviously, but like you can have like a 10-day stopover, like a layover basically, so you land there, you go and explore Iceland, and then you can go to where you were planning on going.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, and there's like a bunch of cool looking stuff.
I may need to do that at some point.
I flew over. The mountains are very black.
Of
Like
Iceland?
super, yeah. Dark. I had a picture of the aboves. Because I was talking to a guy about it when I was flying to Scotland. And then he was like, oh, what's your flight back? Like, is it the morning? And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, oh my gosh, you have to sit on that side of the plane so you can see, like, the stuff. And so I did. I made sure to. I changed my seat, actually.
Let's see it.
I'll bring it up. When did I go? Was that March? That was March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you go to the Yukon in Alaska? It's not in Alaska, I guess. It's Canada, but
No, I did not.
that was really cool.
What's it like?
It's just different, like, biome than I've ever seen. It's just really, really kind of cool.
Or, yeah, this is all the snow. He's like, there's snow all the time, forever, permanent.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when I was flying over it.
That's weird.
I know.
It looks like clouds.
I know.
So those aren't clouds?
No, this is snow on the top of the mountains. That's Iceland Air. And oh, here we go. This looks cool too. Oh, hold on. This is how I was coming in. I was landing, actually, I think. But like everything, like at Scotland and Iceland, all the dirt's like super dark. How about that, eh? What the?
That is something else. Those are clouds.
Yeah, those are clouds. But it's pretty cool.
Or those are fluffy mountain
And then you
tops.
can see the northern lights there also.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
What's like the... How far does it go till you, like, see it?
I think right. I think once
You just have to be, like... So can you see it in, like, Scotland or Ireland or anything like that? Or is that not far north?
I think it's too much light pollution.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
There's nobody
in
in Iceland. When I landed there, the first like on my way to Scotland, it was night, and the airport was like dark. There was like 2 lights in the distance, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" It was so scary. Hello,
Hey, Mike.
Mike. You want to say something about being in Alaska and closing remarks?
Yeah.
Alaska's pretty cool. I hiked on some glaciers there.
You hiked on glaciers.
Yeah, in Alaska.
We all had different experiences in
Yeah.
Alaska, though.
It was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. I want to go back there. Hopefully the glaciers will still be there.
Probably not.
Maybe not.
They were falling off pretty fast.
They were melting off the bone. Dude.
Yeah, they
were.
Falling right off the bone. They've been
Yeah,
smoking.
Like, they were saying it. Because it was on a cruise ship. Like, they do that a lot. They said it was, like, going in, like, receding so fast every time they went. But that's just crazy. Anyway, it's just weird being on a cruise ship. Because that's, like, causing all that.
Seward,
Yeah.
Alaska was my favorite place.
Where?
Seward. It's a cool place.
We went to all the port towns.
Mm.
So we didn't really go inland that much.
This one, I think it was a port. I don't know. It was a big waterway, but you could see all the mountains behind it. It was really pretty. One of my favorite spots. Back when I was an amateur filmmaker, miniature Carter Dahlgren, you might say, I was out there with my GoPro setting up
On your snowboard.
shooting shots and everything. I'm taking time lapses of the mountains. Yeah.
All right, we know what trip we're doing next.
To Alaska.
To Alaska, yeah.
Smell like peanut butter.
All right. I think that'll conclude this segment
Yeah.
of the blog, the podcast.
That's a wrap.
All right, everybody. We'll see you. We'll see you out there.
This has been